what? You traveling to USA or what? You packing so much?
No, just another seat here.
Right.
Hmm.
Taking forever, right?
Yeah, now I hate myself for buying things.
Guryat Paji, I've been to Guryat Paji's live many times before, but as soon as somebody starts making sense, he will start interrupting and muting you. Khadak Singh is here as well.
Khadak Singh, Apna Guryat was offering if we could do Hindu versus Sikh lives on his panel.
On his panel, no, he just wants more people to join his stuff so then he can push the propaganda. Don't fall for that.
Which propaganda is that, Khadak?
Attacking Sikhs.
He's a Sikh though, right? He's a Sikh himself.
What? He's attacking Sikhs? What do you mean?
He's a Sikh, right?
You guys are naive, man.
No, enlightened us. What do you mean by that? He's a Sikh.
Guryat is a... I'm not going to stay because we're on Nikki's live, so I can't say what I want to say.
I was saying, render. That's fine. It's all good.
So should we join or no?
You can do whatever you want. You're good.
Aryan, but when you come back, just know that Khadak Singh warned you.
Really?
His intention will be just to get more followers. So this is the one place they found where people actually come and listen to them, and random people will join, so they're taking advantage of it.
Go on,
And he also says, Aryan, he's the second person born on this planet without a cycle.
Dude.
He's the second person born on this planet doing what?
भाई without a cycle. गुरुओं को भी पीछे छोड़ दिया, महापुरुष को संतों को सबको पीछे छोड़ दिया. आप अपने आप को सबसे ऊंचा बना दिया इसने.
मतलब जन्म मरण का cycle.
This is his first birth.
And how does he know that?
Bro, he's...
बोरी जाता है और क्या करना?
He's a Brahmgyani, that's why.
That's his first birth after the 84 lakh Juni.
Yeah, I mean, he can answer that. We can't answer that.
Aryan, he calls us Hindus. He's the only true Gursikh. We are Hindus. He's Gursikh.
So he's talking like me.
No,
You know what? I just realized you two have a lot in common.
Aryan, look at the comments in the bottom. 2 sects of Hindus on speaker panel fearing to go on actual live of Gursikhi.
Oh, he said Gursikhi. Good for him. For the first time, he said Gursikhi. Good for him. He started his own cult, and it's called Gursikh cult.
Yeah, he's against any Devi Devte, anything. You think Mal was bad? Go to Guryat.
I don't know how you can compare the devotees or the followers, man. It's so difficult because...
No, he can, bro. He's a Brahmgyan. He can compare it.
आ जाओ ते थल्ले बैठ के तेरा साह बंद हो जाना उथे उत्ते आके गल कर ले आजा.
I'm surprised he's not getting along with you guys.
Oh, Nikki, he said if you set a timer, he'll come up.
Sorry, who said that?
Bro, he's just gonna start yapping for 20 minutes straight.
Don't do a 20-minute timer. Give him like a 1-minute timer, this idiot.
Who, like Amir?
No.
Infinity guy on the comments.
The guy, you're talking about the guy down there, yeah, in Guryat.
He said set
Guryat
timer.
Paji, you can come up if you like.
He's
Mr.
like
Guryat,
72.
you can come up if you like on the panel.
हमारे धर्म में हम बड़ों की इज्जत करते हैं.
कब से?
He doesn't talk without a timer.
Just come up, Guryat.
Before anybody decides, at least watch last few recordings on my profile.
No, don't fall for that. Don't fall for that. Then he'll tell you to go to watch his YouTube. You'll ask him a question. You want an answer? He'll say, "Go watch my YouTube video, which is 12 hours."
Mr. Guryatji, you can come up on the panel.
Nikki, he said set timer. Then I will just. You have to be up here for her to set a timer.
Okay, I'll give you a timer. Okay, Mr. Guryatji, I'll give you a timer of 1-2 minutes. You can come up. If you like, this panel is for everyone. I won't let anyone disrespect you here. I don't let anyone. But I think, Mr. Guryatji, you can come up on the panel.
The problem is there's high chances that he's going to disrespect everybody on this panel.
And I won't let him do that. If he does that, he's going to be dropped. So the rule is for everyone here, Guryatji, not only for my people, but for everyone.
आजा गुरियाद का तो थल्ले मरी जांदा
Okay, if he doesn't want to come, relax, guys. It's all right.
No, he said he wants to come up. Just give him a timer. Okay, he said 3 to 5 minutes. Wow, 3 to 5 minutes. Okay, if you go off the track, we will mute.
Yes.
Huh?
Yeah. Ask for just 1 more minute. We were offering 2. He's asking for 3. Just give it to him.
Okay, Guryat, Mr. Guryatji, I can give you 2 minutes. 3 minutes is a lot.
No, Nikki, just give him 3, please.
It's okay, just give it.
Okay, I'll give you 3 minutes. Guryatji,
What?
Mr. Guryatji.
Bro, I gave you 60 freaking gifts, bro. Relax, sit here, calm down.
Guriaji, I can give you 3 minutes to be fair. You can come up.
Okay. I
And
can.
then he said if anybody
Why
troll
we
or
have to-
swears, you can drop us. So if we troll or swear at him, you can drop us. That's also agreed to.
नहीं ऐसा किसी को गाली देना अच्छा नहीं होता.
DJ, you didn't go to sleep, bruh.
He's
No one's
lurking
gonna
around BJ. BJ Aaron is here. I think Mr. Guriaji doesn't want to come up.
He's at the moment anybody
No, 3
trolls.
minutes, Guriaji. 3 minutes only for you. I don't even give anyone the privilege of having 3 to 5 minutes here. For you, I was gonna give it 3 only. 2, but they said 3. Okay, if you agree, send a request and stick to your words.
He said if
Yeah,
anybody
also 100% chances. Also 100%
Okay, let's
chance.
hear him, guys.
One second. 100% chance this live is now being recorded by him.
and when
Okay,
you just
Guriaji.
Wait, all the Sikhs on the panel, let Aryan talk to him. That's it.
Sat Shri Akal.
Sat Shri Akal. Hello. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Fine. In bliss.
Okay, I'm gonna give it 3 minutes. Just 1 second. I don't know who you are, but 1 second, huh? As promised, whatever you wanna say, you can.
So if I can talk a little bit in a brief about what's the differences. So the major primary distinction of actual Gursikhi from not from Hinduism, from any medieval or before pre-philosophy, theology, religion, spirituality, whatever you want to call it, is that in all of those, either they come up to the conclusion that nobody knows the truth, or they come up with their own man-made truth or gods, which none of which are, they can claim my God is beyond space-time, but none of which, by their definition, given definition, is free from time, space-time. So all of the gods people created are still part of some phenomenal world. And so Gursikhi, so we do have the identity, the absolute definite identity of what is non-relative, literally, truly eternal, truly transcend of all phenomena like space, time, consciousness, energy, and whatever you can think, wave field. So for us, yeah, so if we say like what we are talking about is actually transcending the space time, we can establish it. People have statements this last 200-300 years, because this new idea came, everybody reformed the definition of their gods, that they are also beyond space-time. But according to their text, when we see those definitions, those descriptions, actually none of them.
So
All
your understanding comes from which granth?
bring me your interpretation, your definition. So because all of
Let
them.
me repeat my question.
My
So
personal understanding.
Yeah, your understanding, which you suggested, that you know the truth, that truth comes from which granth?
Okay, so here is, for me, first of the truth is my personal direct encounter or revelation, but it also is same in the Guru Granth Sahib.
So Guru Granth Sahib is your source of information and knowledge, right?
My source of information is what Guru Granth Sahib is pointing towards, the absolute truth.
So if my source of information is also Guru Granth Sahib, so
yeah,
can
so
we
no,
both stand?
Look, here is a difference. My source of information is to what Guru Granth Sahib is also pointing towards. Listen
Correct.
carefully.
And if I'm also referring to the same granth as you are, then do we stand on the same platform, or I still kind of don't understand what you say?
My statement is different than what you said.
So your source
because
of information
when
is
you
Guru
say
Granth Sahib.
my understanding coming from Guru Granth Sahib, if you have your own set glasses or perspective to see things, so you will see those things through Guru Granth, even within a Guru Granth Sahib. Because
so that applies to you too. Also, you also have a set glasses, right?
But my glasses also, if I say it's literally non-relative truth, so if I have
No, the point is, see, Guru Granth Sahib, I will have a point.
How about
you started interrupting again, Guru Paji.
No, I'm not.
We'll have a
giving
nice
you offer.
conversation. See, we have a nice conversation going on, so just relax and talk.
Okay.
Right? Don't have to interrupt.
Go ahead.
So Guru Granth Sahib is written by Gurujis, all the different authors, right? We have Brahmins, we have Khatris, we have everybody.
Nowhere it mentioned this Khatri saying this Brahman saying this. Nowhere, no word come into Guru Granth Sahib.
No, but we all know, Gurujis.
No, that doesn't matter. You can't claim when we have a first.
That is not the point I'm making. The point
okay,
I'm
so go
making
for
is,
your point.
The point I'm making is there is. When I read Guru Granth Sahib, I understand a perspective, right? Now, when you read Guru Granth Sahib, you understand a perspective. You have your goggles, I have my goggles. We both are not Guru. Gurus have written, they have not given Vyakhyan. It's like Vedas.
No.
It is as it is, right? Now, you have your understanding through probably a Tika, right? I don't know
No,
which tika you follow,
no,
right?
no.
What? No.
I'm just saying what
You
statement
will.
that
I don't think
statements
we will.
you
I
are
don't think
putting.
we will ever know. We
No,
will
no,
ever
hold
know
on,
what
hold on,
Guruji.
hold on, friend. The statements you are putting on behalf of me, I'm saying no to those parts only, not what you believe or think.
No,
What
I'm
you're
not.
saying
I'm
yours,
not
so
putting
when
on
you
behalf
use
of you.
those no, your
I'm
part,
saying.
so I'm just telling no, that's not what it is.
Guruyatpaji, we are having a common sense discussion. Okay, when you read something, right, you will understand from your own perspective, right? So you are saying what you read is the truth, but I'm also reading the same text, the same granth, but somehow my understanding is not right and your understanding is right for the same granth.
Look, here is the. Let me give you offer. So
Did you even understand
no,
what I just said?
yeah, no, there is a still difference. So I offer you. You give your understanding, what you think Guru Granth Sahib says, promote, and let me investigate that. Do it like pass through the this test of critical thinking, and through Guru Granth Sahib statements, does it go through those or not? There are
Yeah,
very
and
clear.
then I will
And
also do
another
the
thing,
same thing.
where I said
I will
no,
also do the same thing.
no. Here is listen. No. It's you guys having wrong room, and I am coming here to investigate you guys. So I
No,
don't.
we will also investigate your truth.
No, look, because my truth, we don't give it for like just granted for anybody for without
My
reason.
truth also, I don't give it for
You
granted.
don't. That's fine. No problem.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Then we
And the
then
where
there is
I
no conversation.
where I said no, that you said okay, Guru Granth Sahib, you don't give its vyakya. So why I said no there? Guru Granth Sahib is written in folk language. We don't need a tika. It's not a lost language. We still speak same language, at least most parts, especially Punjabi one and dialects around. So we don't need a tika, somebody or vyakya for
So
that.
then why do we have so many tikas in the market?
So maybe for some people, but for me, I don't need tika.
Achha, then what is how do you understand some stuff?
Because it's my
As
language.
like you just read
Most
it
of it
as
is my
just.
language. So
No,
I
what I'm
know.
saying is like how do you understand it? Like when you read something, you just understand it as it is, right?
No. Oh yeah,
From your
I
own
don't go
lens.
out of literal meanings. For example, let me tell you. If some words have, let's say, 4 meaning within a dictionary, I don't go beyond a dictionary that create my own meaning of word, staying within and choosing which one and where to put a pause. So let me give you my framework of how we understand Guru Granth Sahib. So we have a core principle which align with Guru Granth Sahib statement, and then we see the language, the literal parts. So any words have multiple meaning. Where you put a pause, putting pause make different. Sometimes if you put pause before no or after no, it totally reverse the meaning of a verse. So when for us the core principles should stay there. There shouldn't be contradiction, and then without going out of literal meanings of verses, and then we combine the literal meanings which suit
Guruji,
to I am almost which suit to our core principle, and then we are done.
No,
Yeah.
we got it. We got
Okay.
it. What you're trying to say. Did you take any santya?
I don't need to take Santya. It's my language.
Okay.
And
So
let me tell you
haven't
another
done-
thing. For even for that part, so my family is Sikh of Guru Nanak and Gursikhi even before second Guru Bhai Lehna Ji. So for us, so our family, we don't need to go outside.
No, that's okay. I understand. You probably your family might have joined one of the gurus as a disciple. I get that. That's not a problem. The point is, what Guruji has said, nobody really knows. है ना? His point of view, his metaphors, है ना? What Gurbani says. है ना?
According to you.
When any disciple is trying to decipher what the Gurujis are trying to say, he will always do from his avastha, from his point of view, from his state of being.
That's called Manmat.
Right. So everybody will be manmat in that sense.
No, let me
Right.
tell you.
You really don't know what Guruji is trying
No,
to say.
I do know.
Because only Guruji knows.
So
only
I can
Guruji
tell you
knows.
how I know. So for us, we say, I know this may is strange, but this is, we says, you don't read Gurbani or listen other people and then think you will know what Gurbani says. You need to seek the source of Gurbani, the Turki Bani, what is Tor. Because let me give you an example. If some guy came here first time and he's talking something strange things, so you guys will see, okay, this guy is talking is interesting. From where he's coming, what is his agenda, or what's behind, what he want to do, or where he want to lead. So everybody want to know, oh, is it a agent of somebody or this and that or something like that. Same thing when we want to understand what actually Gurbani is saying, we need to know from where it's coming. So it's coming from where it's coming to Guru Sahib, the Tor, the source, the pivot, the point, the source. So when you connect with the source from where Gurbani come, then you will know the actual meaning of Gurbani. But if you are looking at the Gurbani from your perspective or somebody else's perspective or society's perspective, that's a shallow perspective. So then
So
you have a
saying
problem.
you're saying that you connected to that same pivot as Guru Nanak Ji has connected to?
Yes.
That's what your claim is?
Yeah, my claim is.
And then how do we believe you?
You don't need to.
No, I mean, I want to know. I want to believe you, but what kind of evidence do I have to?
So for that, like we have some standard like system that if you are literally, you need to prove that you are genuine, open-minded, with the agnostic mindset and seeker with the accountability commitment to know the truth, same truth from where Gurbani came. And
that
then
is your claim, right?
let me finish now.
Because I have spoken to you before on your live,
yeah,
and
so-
I didn't get I didn't get that feel that you actually.
That's fine. Because I don't.
You're
you know,
connected to Turkey to that Turkey Bani, you know.
Oh,
I don't
let
get
me
that feel
let me
from you.
explain why don't you feel like even today some guy was saying this. I said, you know what? Because people have people said I am a seeker, but they already have a set mindset that if somebody is blessed, that person will talk like this, behave like this, and from where all these frameworks coming, most of these frameworks coming in from old religions. Oh, the guy who connected with the truth, he stops talking, he go to the cave, he become a moni, silent, and all this. So seeker cannot decide how the blessed person will talk or behave. The seeker don't know. Seeker is only conditioned what society told him.
Oh, he can be an observer. He can observe and
Yeah,
tell you.
even observer. So you can't set a parameter for if so you think you are not blessed yet and you are seeking. You
No, but
cannot
he
set
can
a
give an observation.
you cannot
that
set
he
a parameter for
can,
blessed
he
person.
he can give an observation whatever he sees, and he says
Oh,
that.
yeah, but that's his personal observation. That's fine. Doesn't mean
That
this is
you
the
also
fact.
have a personal observation only, na?
No, like right
Only-
now you are assuming right now, like you are assuming that I am blessed. Then you can't set your framework that this is how the blessed person will behave. That's your narrow thinking.
No, but I can always tell you my experience about that particular observation.
Which
I
observation?
can always say that I don't get a vibe from that person that he's connected.
That's fine. Like if you are not supposed to connect it right now, you are. So
Everybody is
you-
giving an opinion, right? At the end of the day,
That's fine. I have no problem with people's opinion.
you have an opinion for your own self that you are an
Mm,
enlightened
and
being.
I don't have any.
But people,
opinion. Like,
if people don't feel, then what's you know?
that's fine. No problem.
People have the right to tell you that, right?
People have a right to talk about me wherever they want, but if they don't have right to tell me. If even they tell me, it's fine. I don't have to accept.
Because most of the people,
I don't have to take
I've
it.
I've never heard any enlightened being saying that I'm enlightened. Listen to me,
Oh yeah, no, I never said listen to me.
right? I'll charge $15.
I never.
I'll charge $15, and then I'll give you the gyan.
Okay, so I'm hearing this thing few times. I charge money. Like who paid me money here?
I
Anybody?
don't know these. Kharak Singh, where are you now?
Kharak Singh paid me money ever?
No, he said that you have some kind of.
because we're not dumb.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so you guys have no idea. That's too cheap. You can
No, so
you can give
no,
you can you
Because
the what we have to share. You can't buy it with money. Try actually. How about you all collected your bank balances if you are 200, 300, 3 million people here and try to offer me all of your asset wealth, monetary wealth. How about that? Try that.
There you go, Lala Aryan. Give him your wealth.
Try that.
No, I didn't catch that, Khalsa.
Any of the Sikhs do not talk. ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੀ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਉਹਨੇ ਚਲੇ ਜਾਣਾ ਫਿਰ ਨਾ ਕੋਈ ਤੇ ਸਾਰੇ mute ਤੇ ਰਹੋ ਗੱਲ ਨਾ ਕਰੋ.
Guryat Paji, so let's clarify something. What I got to know is that you charge, but you're saying you don't charge?
No, I don't charge. I do charge, but not money. This kind of
what do you charge?
anything materialistic. No,
So what do you charge?
no. I charge head.
Huh?
Head. How about that?
What does that mean?
Khalsa
Head
Singh?
means head का मतलब?
No, मैं बताता हूँ जो तो प्रेम खिलन का चाहो सिर दर तली गली मोरे आओ.
यार ये ना बहुत सीधे बातें करते करते क्या हो जाता है?
नहीं आर्यन वो पंक्ति आती है ना जो तो प्रेम खिलन का चाहो सिर धर तली गली मोरे आओ. That's what he's saying.
Oh, he's being like metaphoric. Okay. He doesn't literally mean my head, right?
Maybe.
Khalsa Singh can't guarantee.
ये तो थोड़ा तांत्रिक तरीके से बात हो रही है.
क्या ये बंदा सही ठीक है आर्यन?
मैं ठीक हूँ मैडम. अच्छा मैडम आपसे बात करते हैं. देखिए मैं क्या कह रहा हूँ, चलो मैं समझा देता हूँ आपको भी, है ना.
जी समझाइए. हाँ जी.
हम ये बात करें अभी, अगर वो बंदा कह रहा है मैं सीकर हूँ, है ना. अभी तक उसने जो कुछ भी पढ़ा है, सीखा है, जाना है, वो सेटिस्फाइड नहीं हुआ बिकॉज वट एवर ही नोज डोंट मेक कंप्लीट सेंस. So the person is looking for something else, the more potent, more sensible. And
Okay.
if the person is offered and given something really complete, total, potent, fully sensible, fully rational truth, then of course that person can't say, I also want to carry my flawed concept with me. You have to give up that mindset. So when I say share, giving this physical share is very easy. Many people just, even in the army, people fight and die for maybe some salary or something, whatever. But giving on mat, ideology, the mindset is much tougher than physical head, because it take ego. You need to drop your ego. So we say, if we share and it really is the absolute truth, you cannot find valid flaw after trying hard, then whatever else you are also carrying with you, you can't keep that anymore. You can't keep flawed concept along with the absolute concept.
No, I agree to this.
Yeah.
I agree to this. If a concept is better than the previous concept, we should upgrade it. I agree to this.
Yeah, that's what.
Right?
And
So you mean
even in that,
metaphorically?
when you take stand on that absolute concept, and in taking stand on that, you have to even give your physical head. You should be ready for that too, because you cannot compromise the stand you are taking on the absolute truth for the mere fear or somebody just threatens you or whatever. So that's that. But that's this country. The giving physical head is not that big a deal than giving your own mat.
I know. I think if people who have they don't have ego problem, they can give up their mat.
Yeah.
But the ego is the one which stops from replacing your mat. So if you are able to control your ego, changing the mat is not a big deal.
Yeah, and the mat ego involves many things, not just your like a religious ideology or something, any kind of political ideologies, country ideologies, what kind of ism, nationalism, this ism, that ism. When you come to the path of truth, you can't carry this baggage with you. You need to drop all this baggage before you even started.
No, but you will have some kind of.
Yeah,
the
but
truth also has some.
that's why absolute truth never revealed to them, and never for those people.
See, absolute truth is one thing, but while you are in the duality in the physical world, right? The physical world has limitations, right? And while you are vartavifying in the physical world, while you are dwelling in the physical world, you will have to. There is in the physical world there is no absolutism. It's there in your head, right? But it's not physically.
No.
You have to dwell in the duality.
In physical world, we are also given a best future timeline for humanity, and it do have its universal fundamentals, and which whatever don't fit in those universal fundamentals, you can't carry those also.
No, but you will still have limitations, no? You will get hungry.
Those were survival of the body. We are talking about the timeline, the vision. For
so
what
that is all
what
metaphysics,
you
no?
what
That is
you,
all
for what you
Yeah, absolutism is metaphysics. It's not physics, right?
No.
In physics, there is no absolutism.
the direction we are going towards, yeah, it's possible. Whenever we take steps in our like hukam in this physical world, it always goes step ahead in that direction, and it's also going towards more towards the whiter end of the gray area. It never stays there or backwards. So let me tell you. So I have my own coin term for, in English I call it rheology instead of theology or philosophy, but let's say theology and philosophy like most people understand. The theology I'm talking about, it is very pragmatic. It do have a very pragmatic value. If you have some kind of thought or idea which have no pragmatic value, then it's just your delusion. Like you can keep it in your mind. But for us, the Gursikhi, actually Sikhi of the Sadhguru, the actual value for humans is that it have a very pragmatic value. So it applies in this world, and it gives the direction.
The school of philosophy where I come from, over there, the mind has no purpose.
Yeah.
The mind is a limitation. The school of philosophy where I come from, right?
Yeah.
In the school of philosophy I come from, we talk about beyond mind.
Yeah, so
Right?
I know there's a mental world.
So we talk about there is a fourth state, which we call it as Turiya state, right? Which is beyond your physical mind, which is beyond your three state. There is a waking state, there is a dream state, and then there is a deep sleep state, right? All these three states are part of your mind, are aspects of your mind, right? And the real state, what we understand in that school of philosophy is that, which is the fourth state, which we call it as Turiya state, which is the real state, right? Which is beyond the physical timeline and physical space, right? So this is the school of thought we come from. We talk beyond mind, like mind is a limitation, right? So So if that is something which you talk on those lines, we're not very far from understanding.
Okay, so I can give you from my point, my statement. First of all, people said my Turiya state, whatever I called fourth state, is beyond this and that. These are statements claim. It depends when you share with us what it is, and we can investigate. It is really beyond any phenomenal world or no? Maybe it's just another mental world, but it's still a world. WORLD. So if it's still some kind of world or dimension or paradigm or septial space, it is not beyond space time. It's just a different space time. Second thing, for us, if you say I have a information of what I consider is the absolute or truth or God, but that information have no pragmatic value in this life, in this world, it's a useless. It's just a hallucination. So it's a dream. Like a kid can have a teddy bear, which is not a teddy bear, but if somebody have some kind of ASD or some kind of problem and teacher allow the kid, you can keep your teddy bear because it helps you to focus on your study. It's nothing more than a toy. In Punjabi we have a kahavat, ਪੱਠ ਪਿਆ ਸੋਨਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕੰਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਖਾਵੇ mean if somebody have allergy to the gold or some gold is not suitable or it's useless, even it's a gold. If somebody got concept of truth or God have no value in this life, no application in this life, it's
So
just
let's not use the
it's
word
just a
God.
fantasy
See,
land, nothing more than that.
Guresh Bhaji, we are not using the word God at all.
Oh,
I
what?
never
So I
use the word
use
God
three
at all.
words. I use truth or God or
So
whatever.
because God has kind of the
Okay,
word
give me
God.
your favorite word. What should I replace it with? I will do.
Turiya state. Turiya state.
Turiya
That
is-
Turiya
so
state is the
Turiya is
real
a state. So state don't exist on its own. So
Yeah, so it is.
what's
So
in?
we understand. So we understand that something which is beyond the physical world, beyond the physical timeline, right?
What is that?
It is beyond your mind,
What is
right?
that?
It is. We understand it as pure consciousness or pure awareness, where all the physical realm exists.
Okay. So my
Right.
first, I have 2-3 questions. So first one is it your state or your mind or what or something else than you? Beyond
No,
this?
it is. There is only one consciousness. There is no two consciousness. So
So
there is only
it is
one
your
consciousness.
consciousness, and you believe it is beyond space
Not it is
time and
my
mind.
consciousness. There's only one supreme consciousness, and in that
So
one
it's
supreme.
not your consciousness.
So we are going in the nuanced basis. So we have something called as localized consciousness.
Okay.
But the ultimate consciousness is this one supreme consciousness.
Okay, so there are two things. You are localized consciousness, and there is something supreme consciousness. So there are two
Right,
levels.
right.
Okay.
So the localized consciousness is nothing but there is a veil
Oh,
of
we got
physical
it.
world.
We got it.
Huh?
Oh, localized is not our contention here. So let's
ठीक
talk
है.
about this your supreme consciousness. So when this your localized consciousness, I have a few more questions. I will investigate even this your statement also. But before, let's say confirm that your local consciousness is like a kind of relation to the supreme consciousness, or when you connected to the supreme consciousness, your local consciousness disappear, or it still
It
stays.
is. So just I'll give you an analogy. The consciousness and the supreme consciousness, it's one and the same thing, but it has been distracted by the veil of the Maya, veil of the physical world.
Okay, so
right?
okay,
When that veil is taken off, the so-called localized consciousness and the supreme consciousness, they were always one, and that bharam, that pulekha goes away,
Okay.
and you see yourself as the ocean instead of the waves.
So sure, we will discuss the supreme consciousness later. Before that, so when this delusion or illusion, whatever word or bharam or plikha go away, after that you still have a local consciousness, and local consciousness is in relation to your supreme consciousness, or what? Or you don't have local consciousness anymore.
This is what it is called, the realization.
Okay,
An
after
enlightened
that.
being, the enlightened being realizes that he is actually the supreme consciousness. He is the ocean.
So there
He's
is
not the
no
wave
more
anymore.
local consciousness anymore.
Correct.
So now after that, you are that supreme consciousness, or that supreme consciousness is yours.
You were always that supreme consciousness.
Oh yeah,
but you had
that
the
supreme
illusion that you are not.
So after the illusion go away, that supreme consciousness is yours.
Correct.
So it is still your consciousness. Okay, got it. So now, first of all, so then you can say, oh, you know what? I was like confused. I was lost that I am some person. Now I realize that I am a God, or I am whatever this supreme consciousness.
Correct.
Okay. So the person. So for that person, the body, the physical body, biological body, the mind, the brain, the buddhi. This is something
Of
it's
the
all
Maya.
false.
It's all Maya. Yeah.
It's all false.
It's part of the
And
Maya.
that person is not mind, not brain, not body or anything.
Correct.
So don't mind if I ask you location of your body, because it's my trot there. So if I bring and make a nice pickle for my dogs and they can have it, how about that?
Sorry, say again. I didn't catch what you just said.
You are not that body. Are you realized right now or no?
I am not.
You are not. Okay, so no, it don't apply to you. Anyways, forget about it. So the thing is, how about
Are you realized? Are you realized?
Oh yeah, I do. So here is the thing.
No,
This is not
hold on,
this
hold
is not my model. Your model, anyways.
No, but why you jump when I'm asking you? Are you realized? Just say
yeah, I said
Shanti
yes.
Acha, okay.
Yeah. So okay, so this any type of consciousness is only arise or generated when there is some kind of framework or relative plane. So basically, it
No.
okay.
it's not-
So let me tell you. Then I can give you a chance. If you think you're the supreme consciousness or any kind of consciousness is beyond, supersede, or independent of any space, time, or phenomenal world, can you prove it as a concept on a paper and establish that there can be some kind of consciousness which can exist without any phenomenal world? Can you prove that, or is just your belief?
If I can prove, if I can quantify, no, nobody, because it's not part of the physical world. So I won't be able to quantify
So
or qualitatively tell you what that.
okay, so
it is just an experience.
I
Yeah.
got it. Even this word, like you use this consciousness, or maybe in Desi Bhasha you can say Chetana, Chaitanya, Shivoham, or something else.
Correct.
Can you first define what this Chetana, Chaitanya, Chetan, or conscious or consciousness, these words mean? Staying within a literal linguistic meanings, what like how the common people understand in the dictionary, and then after defining this is consciousness, and then create a scope that.
So
hold on.
It's a good question.
Then create a scope that this kind of thing, this kind of concept can exist without a phenomenal world or relative world.
While you are in the phenomenal world, right? You describe that with reference to the physical world, right? So
no.
But the experience is not dependent on the physical world,
I'm
right?
not talking about
My words.
experience.
So whatever I speak,
I'm talking
right,
about concept, not experience. By the way,
whatever I speak, whether it's a concept, as soon as I speak about it, I have to reference through the physical world, in contrast to the physical world, right? Because at the end of the day, that awareness, that consciousness is a experience. It's an ultimate experience, right? And in order for the conversation to proceed, and in order for me to explain you that experience, I will use some kind of words right now, and any words I choose will be part of the Maya, will be part of the physical realm, right? So I cannot explain you on its own, but the experience is not dependent on the physical world. The experience is very much independent, and as a matter of fact, the Maya, the physical world, is dependent on that consciousness.
Okay, so 2-3 things. So I might need a little longer time now. First of all, so if it's a personal experience, so it can be there is a scope that it is 100% personal delusion. So that's fine. People have everybody entitled, and I respect that everybody can have his
I can say the same thing for you then.
Yeah, that's fine, no problem. I don't mind. So can have his personal delusion and hallucination. Okay. The second thing is, for this word consciousness, let me give you my definition, and if I am wrong, tell me why I am wrong. So it's entail a world conscious first, and then we put a ness. When we put a ness in behind the any word in English, it make it a state, avastha. So to be a conscious or aware, you always need a relative plane. Let's say there are A, B, C. A need a B first to be aware or conscious of, and when A become a conscious of B or C, then that information about B and C in the A, and it try to understand, contemplate, and it create the understanding in the A. That understanding is called consciousness, the state of understanding, and it resides in a memory. It needs a storage where the consciousness cannot arise when there is no framework. Mean there is a connection between 2, 3, or more points, and that creates some kind of framework. There need to be a relative plane for consciousness, literal meaning of world conscious and consciousness to exist. If you are talking about something else, maybe you are using a wrong word. You shouldn't use this word then. Use some other word.
So while you are in the physical body, right, you will the consciousness, you will explain it through the framework of the physical realm, right? But the understanding is now that you have achieved that avastha, right? You have literally dissolved your ego mind, and there is no memory actually, and there is no ego mind, and hence, right? One of the pathways of this is that when you dissolve your ego mind, you stop reincarnating, right? And once the body is kind of cremated, like when the person dies, there is no ego mind attached to that localized consciousness, and what just remains is the consciousness now, so which we call it as I am.
Okay, so
Right. So
okay.
so while you are in the body, yes, you can probably say from the reference point of your body, right? But eventually, after that body is dropped, what is left is that pure undiluted consciousness.
Okay, thanks for story. By the way, I didn't asking you how you explain. I'm talking what you gonna explain. So the term for what you are trying to explain, that term is not appropriate. You cannot use, because the term you said I'm trying to explain the consciousness. First of all, what you are trying to explain, the consciousness world don't do justice if you are talking about something.
What do you want? What
No,
do you want?
no, you need to figure out this word. When you use word consciousness, anything, whatever you try to explain, the object or subject or tattva which you are trying to explain is also part of the space-time continuum. It's also part of the cosmic.
No. So when we talk about
Explain me.
consciousness,
Okay.
see, when we talk about consciousness, we mean the state of Turiya.
No,
We
okay. Tell
mean-
me one
we-
thing.
the-
When
the,
they
the word we use, generally, it's in the Sanskrit version. It's
Okay.
called Brahman or
Okay.
Brahm.
What's the
Right.
literal meaning of Brahman in Sanskrit? Brahm. First go for Brahman, then you
It
go
is-
to for a Brahman.
No, it is defined in a way that it is. If I have to literally translate that into English, it's pure consciousness. It's the pure awareness.
Oh. Consciousness cannot stay out of a relative plane. There is no consciousness out of relative plane.
No. So
So tell me, without some.
Brahman-
Okay.
we
Let me
equate
help you.
Brahman, So we equate Brahman with consciousness, and Brahman is the ultimate reality. That is the real reality. That is the real self of you. Okay, and in order to explain Brahman with words, of course, I will use the relative method, but the experience of Brahman is standalone, is independent. It's
By
not
the way,
dependent
there
on
are
the Maya.
examples in Gita and Upanishad and everywhere. There are definitions of Brahman. If you want to give them or Brahman,
Oh, I know the definition.
you
but
don't
all
want
that
to explain
definition-
those.
all that
What's written
definition
there?
is all the definition will be from the context of Maya only.
Okay.
From the contrasting of Maya. So the
Okay.
nature of Maya,
So
and then what is Brahman is not Maya.
okay,
is
so
technically.
let me give meanings. So so then you can say how I am wrong. You need to establish how I am wrong. First of all, according to scripture, there are different, but few of them is a upside down tree. Even is a upside down tree, even there are roots. So when there are roots, there are branches. When there are branches, so there is a different directions. There is a split there. You need some kind of a phenomenal or dimensional plane to have those roots which are spreading. And first of all, that this is the definition in Gita, I guess, and some Upanishad I said. You can bring me better definition somewhere else. There is a better definition. We can discuss that. Another part, the Bra and Brahm, this means expansion and basically cosmos. And the Brahman and Atman, Brahman mean the mind of the cosmos or expansion, expanded world. Brahman basically mean the mind of the world, the phenomenal world. And Atman basically used to mean personal, as you said, local mind before. So there is still a mind, and you cannot have a mind without a dimension or a phenomenal world. And
It is-
without
so
mind,
it is
there is
this-
and
so fair
consciousness
enough.
arise in the mind. And
Fair enough. So this is that dimension where all dimension resides.
yeah, but it's still a dimension. It's still a world. It's
No,
still
so
a
it is an
space time.
empty. No, so it is like an empty canvas, right? The drawing you do it on the empty canvas is the Maya, is the physical world. But this Brahman is the substratum. It's the base of all the dimension. So it is.
It's still a base of the cosmos, not without cosmos.
Not cosmos for base of the cosmos, but beyond the cosmos.
How is it beyond?
It is
How there can
how
be a
it is-
mind beyond cosmos?
because the nature of cosmos and the nature of Brahman is different.
Oh,
The
that's a
cosmos
belief.
the cosmos lies into the
I have no
physical
problem
realm.
with your belief. I'm not talking about belief here. We are talking which you can share here and we can investigate. When you
Belief-
use consciousness,
No, I'm sharing what I understand from the scriptures, the Granth
but
we read.
you also said what you understand, you cannot articulate in the words.
You can never articulate
Yeah, you
Brahman.
can
You will always
within the limits
because
of
Brahman is an
Vedic.
experience.
Yeah.
Brahman is an experience. It's not. You cannot put it in words because any words will not justify the Brahman. It is anything which you explain Brahman will be in context to the physical world.
Okay, so here is the thing. I know this
Because
is
you understand only through physical world,
this
right?
is a limit of Vedanta. I understand their limits and where they are stuck. So here is the thing.
No, this is not Vedic limitation. This is the limitation of the communication of the mind.
I know. So
of the
okay.
vocal language. So if I have to tell you to explain me, you will also be short of words because at the end of the day, it is an experience.
First of
right?
all, okay.
Vedas are not written by people like you and me. It is written by Mahapurusha. It is written by gurus. They are all enlightened beings. I don't see you as an enlightened being, but I see people who have written Vedas as enlightened beings. People who have written Gurbani as enlightened beings.
Yeah. Okay. Here is the thing. First
you
of all,
you don't even have a granth in your name yet.
Yeah. First
You're
of all,
borrowing the knowledge from somebody else.
No. First of all.
Are you not?
No. Wait. No, I don't. Wait. First of all. Listen me, buddy. It's my turn. It's my turn. It's my turn. First of all, you said even you can't do this. First of all, when we choose to share, we definitely, precisely able to tell the non-relative absolute identity very definite way, precisely can share it. And which you cannot say, it can't do justice. It will make complete sense, totally rational, by rational I mean logic and reasoning. First, hold on. I'm not done yet, buddy. I guess Minnie is there. Oh, sorry, Nikki is here. So the second thing, even without what we have to share, what is common available in this world right now in this age, there are still much better words in common language which might not do full justice, which still will do much better justice than this consciousness world. So you are not even using a better world which are available in this world right now, and even which are commonly people understand and know most of it. Consciousness, it arises, it's born, and it need a reality plane. That's a fact. But you can believe whatever. That's fine. Somebody can believe my cat is beyond space time. My cat created this world. No, that's fine. Everybody is entitled to believe whatever. But
so you have heard me what I have to say. Let's hear what you got. So what is your absolutism?
No, we don't share like just for sake of information.
So you're just bogus. You just come here and just kind of
you can call me bogus. That's not
what do you mean? I mean,
that's not a problem. That's not a problem. I don't mind.
You had such a nice conversation with me. I gave you my take. When I'm asking your take, you say you don't want to share. What does that even mean?
Oh yes, because we do.
There should be some level field, right?
No,
if I'm giving you some
there is
information,
no level field. Actually, let me tell you.
You're an enlightened being.
Let me tell you. Just because let's say, I don't know. It's a very bad example. For still, give me an example. Let me give you an example. Let's say Harvard have a open admissions, so people know there is advertisement in newspaper on their website. The admissions are open, and you see that, and you say, "Oh, I see you guys have admissions open. Give me admissions." But they have some kind of criteria, like are you finished your homework, like the collection, to ready for it. And you can't say because just you can't say. Let me finish. Let me finish.
Very egoistic.
No. Let me finish.
I hope you are not like
Nikki, I'm not done. So let me finish. So just because we are talking about an option doesn't mean it make everybody entitled just because it's written on their website admissions are open. So there is eligibility criteria. They do have a protocol. We do have a protocol. So I told you cannot come with a baggage and stuff. You need to be genuine person, literally, not an actor. And so we do have a vetting process.
Let me tell you something. So let me tell you something. This will help you, okay? In
I don't need any help, but you can say anything you want.
All right. Anybody who will come to you will come with some kind of a baggage. Okay, you have your baggage, they have their baggage. Okay, you first of all, second of all, you should have some kind of a level field. Before you started asking questions to me, you should have said that, listen, buddy, I'm going to ask you questions. I'm going to listen to you, but I'm not going to share any knowledge. Okay, right? You should have said that.
Oh,
right?
yeah. So
now
let me
take all the knowledge, all the good knowledge from us, and probably you will propagate that same knowledge to your students. Okay, because I'm pretty sure. Because if you are so confident about your knowledge, you should be able to share it. It should not be. It should not be a botheration. Let people judge how they understand. Right? You don't have to worry about how people take it, but at least you should tell your truth.
Yeah. So
right?
no.
And
neither.
We are eager to listen. See,
listen me.
We are eager. We are showing.
Yeah,
We are eager to listen.
Yeah.
Nobody. See, none of the Sikhs over here.
Okay.
Badshah, Kharak Singh,
I guess that's enough rant. So
My rant, I'm telling you to rant too, but you don't want to rant. Why don't you rant your knowledge?
okay, can you give me time? So here is the thing. So maybe I didn't give it here. So we have a mission statement for since I am on a social media. In public domain, our mission statement for public domain is when there is a genuine, like in an audience, somebody really a seeker, with open mind, a genuine agnostic seeker. So sometimes they are looking for an answer and they come up to some options and they're gonna decide one of them. So sometimes we just help them because once upon a time I was agnostic, before I get blessed. So we just help them if they are settling in middle somewhere. So by doing this investigation for those people, we basically tell them, okay, this is not, there is more way, there is more scope to go further than these concepts because they have so many flaws. It's up to them. So we basically move the goalpost of audience in public. In public, this is our mission statement. We don't come here to give you for granted like some solution or preach or teach. For that we do have, but we do come here, spend our time to help seekers to make sure they don't settle for less. If they are settling for some bad thing and we help them, if it is complete, that's very good. If it's not, to expose them that this concept is flawed and you better keep moving and seeking further. Yeah. And I am get muted, by the way. And there was another thing, but anyways.
Thank you, G.
Yeah,
Thank you, G. Thank you for your sharing.
Okay.
And I hope whatever Aryan G has communicated to you is very beneficial for you. So we will see you some other time. Yeah. Thank
So
you.
can I give my statement before I leave? So I'm saying this concept of consciousness.
Statement before I leave. So I'm saying.
No, why did you remove him? Why?
No, I did.
Why did you drop him?
Bring
I
him
thought
back.
he was done.
No, don't drop him. He was having a conversation.
So yeah, so I'm done. So I'm just saying, at least for me, like he said, you come with the baggage. When I was in my journey, in my teens, well, I got this whole seeking was fulfilled in my very early 20s. So I was totally without baggage. Let me tell you, I don't care about countries, nation, my culture, my heritage, their heritage, this and that. I was completely open. I was so open that if truth come from Islam, Christianity, this, even atheism is right or whatever, even totally new idea, I was totally open. For me, I don't care what world do, what people do, what these man-made boundaries and stuff. For me, I don't even care about, oh, I want to help people. For me, I said before I help, I don't. There is a people who was living here before me, maybe living after me. For me, and I wasn't even looking for that bullshit question who I am. That I first I come to this question, I explore it, and I understand this is the question of ego. This is it means nothing in person's life in real value. So my question was why I am. So there are a lot of things. So I guess there is a constraint of time here. So I totally give up all my baggage. And I become a really, literally genuine agnostic with very open-minded, committed, and seeker who is with the very thirst. So yeah, I didn't come with that baggage when I was looking for the truth. I drop all my baggage.
Yeah, real quick, I just wanted to make one comment, if you don't mind. I didn't mean to come up, but one thing I just wanted to correct is that Aryan's not talking about a belief. He's talking about his experience, and everything that he said could be verified in experience. Nothing he said was a belief.
Experience is fine. Everybody can have their personal experience and beliefs. That's supposed to stay in the mind. When you bring your personal belief outside in the public domain, it can get investigated. And
I agree. Vedanta doesn't rest on any beliefs whatsoever.
Yeah. So this concept of consciousness, it is very relative concept, and it can only exist when there is a cosmos within the time. When there is no space time, no cosmos, you cannot establish the concept of consciousness that it exists. You can believe there is some kind of super consciousness and we don't know it. That's a belief. But if you say it's a you can prove it. Okay, you can take place of Aryan and try.
Do you think? Wait, so you don't think consciousness? You don't think consciousness can exist without objects present?
Not just object. Look, I'm not talking about physical objects. I'm even talking about the space-time. Even it's an empty space-time, the time, the relative plane, where there is something can move. Like even we just talk about there is no matter and it's all wave field. Even it's all wave field, still it's a cosmos.
Okay. So when you're not conscious of time, does time still exist?
I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about the transcending truth. the
Are you
real.
conscious?
Oh no, when there is no universe, no kind of any kind of srishti, then consciousness can't stay there. It don't because consciousness arise the moment time rise.
What is consciousness?
You want to explain? I just define it. I don't know when you join it. I give my definition just 10 minutes ago.
I'm late. I'm sorry. Maybe if you don't want to repeat it, maybe someone else can do it for me.
Or how about you give me your definition of consciousness, and then I give it you again. I can repeat it.
Well, because you just made claims about consciousness, so you obviously mean something by it. So I just want some clarification.
Okay, so let me give you my. So when we use these words like a consciousness, awareness, so it's a split word. There are two words. One is conscious and another is ness. So ness, we know in English when we put a ness, it make a state of something. Avastha. Conscious, to be conscious, to be aware, there need to be at least two things. At least two things. One, you can say A, and second, you can say B. A needs something else to be conscious of, like B. When A being aware, conscious of B, there can be three kind of relations. First, in beginning, the B will be stranger. And then after interacting with the B, trying to understand B, either A may find it attractive, friendly, and attracted to ears, or like a pull, or A may find B is something not favorable and try to create a distance. So it's a push, or you can say repel relation. Or listen me, I'm not done.
But hold on, sir. You're going on.
I will go on. You ask me to give my definition. I give you offer.
This
You
is
can.
your definition
Okay,
of
so
consciousness?
I'm stopping my definition in between. It's your turn. Now you give your.
No, this isn't a definition. You're just.
Oh no! You ask my definition and let me finish, and then you decide. Does it? If you find any flaw in it, you can validate. You can bring your flaw and establish your flaw. You will have time.
Yeah.
You want me to carry on, go forward, or no?
I was just trying to understand your definition of consciousness.
Yeah, so I'm not done
where
yet.
we're going here.
I'm not done yet.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So can I continue?
Give a definition without giving examples. Point A, point B.
Consciousness itself is a relative concept. It's a relative concept.
No. What? So what is your
consciousness?
absolutism?
Okay, let me tell you. Consciousness is nothing more than an understanding. It's an understanding. And you want me to explain how it is understanding?
Consciousness is understanding.
Yes.
So like
framework, a relations.
Verbally, like a verbal understanding is consciousness. Like you think, therefore you am, like that kind of thing.
Oh, no, I mean framework. When there is a lot of information and you create some kind of filter out, some kind of make sense of it, something. When you make sense of something, make a picture or not a literal picture, that is called consciousness.
But in order to make sense of something, don't you have to be conscious first?
No.
What?
No.
Think about what you just said, sir.
No, I do think.
So can you make an unconscious observation for me right now, please?
Let me finish what I was explaining you before.
No, dude, this is so absurd. You're just saying absurd stuff.
Let me explain you what I was explaining first.
I think I proved my point. That's fine.
Okay, so what I'm saying, when A and B, so A after...
Aryan, do you think we have to carry on?
I can leave it. I can leave now.
He basically just said that he can make an unconscious observation, and that's just like, I can't go on after that. I can't have a conversation anymore after that.
Yeah, Guriat, but you're not making sense right now.
No, let me done.
Yeah, you just made a wild statement, which is beyond our comprehension now.
No, Aryan, let him done. Okay, let him done first.
No, okay, here you go. So you guys think like it's not worthy to listen to me, eh? That's fine. I have no problem with that. Okay, here is the challenge. Okay, that's fine,
Mr.
Nikki.
Guriaji, we didn't say that.
No, that's what means. So that's fine. So how about you explain me how? First, give me definition of consciousness, your definition, and I will investigate that it do justice to the word, the literal word consciousness.
As a human being.
No, hold on, Aryan. So then I give you chance to explain me how a consciousness, the word and the concept it related to, exists without a relative plane. How about that? You guys don't want to listen me, but I want to listen you guys, and then investigate. How about that?
We give our information free of charge. We don't charge.
Yeah, go ahead. You already told it can't be explained, but
we try to help everybody, man. We don't categorize them.
That's fine. Go ahead.
We don't have those Harvard.
That's fine. No problem.
No, let me speak now. Why are you stopping me? Hold on. So Winston just asked you a very simple question that as a human being, how would you experience consciousness if you're not conscious? And you said you can. So you mean a dead body can experience consciousness?
Again, we are not talking about human. We are talking about what transcend the space-time.
No, he
Yeah,
spoke to
so
you.
we are here, the biological body
So
living
I think you didn't get
surrounded.
the question.
Yeah,
What Winsley asked you.
yeah.
Probably you didn't
Even
get the
for
question.
so I was explaining that why when I was talking about point A, point B, and I was interrupted, and basically indirectly told we don't want to listen to you. That's what I was explaining.
Because it was a very wild statement. It was
Yeah. So
absolutely
what?
wrong.
Like, yeah, something is
So
sometimes
you
something is
basically
ground.
said you said an oxymoron, like something that's just logically impossible. And so when you say something so far off the rails,
No,
you can't have
like
a conversation
I will
anymore.
give you offer to logically prove your concept. Then how about that? You prove logically that consciousness can exist without relative plane. How about that? Prove me logically.
Prove to you logically that consciousness exists
Without a relative plane, without a relativity.
without relative. I'm a non-dualist. I don't need something relative
Oh,
to
that's
know
a
that I'm
belief.
conscious.
I call this Advaita Vedanta pseudo philosophy. For me, it's a pseudo theory.
So okay, if you think it's a pseudo philosophy and you think that things actually are separate, give me one example where something has existed independently of consciousness. Go ahead.
No, what do you mean by like the Advaita Vedanta? I'm talking about that everything is me. That part I call pseudo theory.
Everything
And
is
or I am
you,
a god, or I
consciousness.
am the super consciousness, or I am a this and that. That part I call pseudo philosophy.
Yeah, everything is you, consciousness. Yes.
Hmm?
Everything is you, consciousness.
But I said consciousness cannot transcend the relative plane. For me, the real is independent of
And
any.
then I asked you, is this relative plane known about, hypothesized about, or measured independently of consciousness?
When you try to measure it, the consciousness arises the moment you try to measure it. It take birth.
Exactly.
It take birth the moment you try to measure it. That's what I'm saying all time. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. You need something else for.
So nothing's ever separate. That's my point.
No,
Well,
no, no, no.
You agree with
No,
you're an Advaita Vedantian
again.
now. Congratulations.
No, not congratulations. Let me finish this. When you have something else to observe, and the understanding it creates, the birth of our consciousness happen, and that means there is something to measure. Then the consciousness arise. If there is something to measure, there is a someone who is measuring, and there is a distance, and when there is a distance, there is a scope of displacement, movement, and when there is a displacement, movement, or space, then there is a time, because time is a distance between 2 points. So you prove my statement. Consciousness cannot exist without a relative plane or framework. Thank you for that.
Yeah, so what you're doing is going to a measurement of your experience instead of your actual experience. I'm asking you about your actual experience of reality. And in your actual experience of reality, nothing has ever existed independently of consciousness. Now, you can hypothesize and make measurements, and you can have a belief or faith that something can exist possibly independently of your consciousness. But that's never been your experience, nor has it been anyone's experience that has ever existed in the history of anything.
No, let me tell you again. There are a lot of concepts. When we as a concept discuss, we can say, okay, this is a concept. Let's take this thing out of picture. This thing out of picture. Me, the observer, out of the picture. The person out of the picture. And even in current this science in this world, lot of things we can establish self-evident, independent of some one of the concept. Not everything, but few. Same thing. What we talk, I am not a promoter of consciousness as the God or the absolute truth or the all transcending truth, because according to me, and you just agree with me that it is not. So what we are talking, Aryan said, if something is like it cannot be known or tell or explain or shared, we can definitely share it for the right people who are really critical and without baggage, that as even on the paper that this is what we are talking. Let's assume there is not you or anything. In that condition, will this idea I'm talking can exist? And we can definitely, without losing any logic reasoning, and can make a complete sense and establish that real, the entity, the identity, that it still exists.
Mr. Guriat, I think Vince and Aryan, they are done with this conversation.
Okay, thank you.